Hello everyone and welcome to my playthrough of Skyrim Special Edition. Part 1 of what I'm going to be playing through here. I've already started the game, and I'm not going to do a restart from the beginning because I do not, well, I basically just don't want to do that. I've already put a little bit of work into this character, but I'm not very far in the game. I've just basically got to the first town, and it's kind of a blind playthrough. I'm not really familiar with the Elder Scrolls universe, entirely. I played some of Morrowind way back, and I repurchased that game too, but I found due to the outdated graphics and everything, even with the reskin and everything I did with it, it still wasn't playing like I'd want it to, and I couldn't play it on a controller, which is what I got used to. So I wanted to go to a more modern game because I liked enough about Morrowind to actually revisit this universe. And so Skyrim, being the last single player release, is the one I decided to go ahead and give a shot here. So we're not going to play very long. I'm just going to take a look at my quest journal here and see what I can do really quick, and then maybe if enough people give this a watch, I'll go ahead and I'll do some other ones. I'm not going to be doing any vocal impressions like I started doing a long time ago on this channel. I'm just going to talk in my normal voice and play. I can't promise about the most interesting conversations or anything. I'm just mainly going to be reacting to what I'm doing in the game, giving some commentary on things. This is, I should say, not vanilla Skyrim Special Edition, as they call it. It's modded. I installed some new character model upgrades and some weather effects and a couple other things like that. I mean, if you want the full list of what I've installed, I can give that to you in the comments section or in the description. Just let me know. But they did some pretty good work modernizing this game because it looks a little outdated right out of the, because even though it was a remastered, it's a little bit outdated. But I'm rambling here, so let me just go ahead and take a look at what we got in the menu for my quest journal. There we go. Okay, so I need to go find, if I'm going to follow the main storyline, I need to go to talk to Jarl of Whiterun. So I'm assuming Whiterun is the town, and I'm going to have to go find Jarl. Okay. Is there anything I can do? Okay, I don't know where Aventus Artino is. I think he must be in this town somewhere. Kill the bandit leader, Silent Moon's camp. Okay, that's out of town. Okay, I'm not gonna do any of this miscellaneous stuff right now, I don't think, unless I can find Aventus. But there's that College of Winterhold. I think that's a mage school, and I think, of course, a Bard's College, obvious on that one. This one's a special mod I installed for more magic. I'm going to probably do that much later. I'm going to try to play the game as it was originally intended for the most part on the quest lines, and I'll check that out later. I might change my mind on that. So let me see if we can find Whiterun, and we'll talk to Jarl, and then we'll end the episode there. I know it's not very interesting, but this is just an experimental playthrough for one episode to see how it goes. I mean, I know I haven't been on YouTube for a year, so I'm not expecting much. So let me think here. Well, I'm going to go into first person mode because I find that's a little bit easier to see these signs and stuff. Okay. Whiterun. Okay, so we just go straight through town, I'm guessing, to get there. Oh, I should say my character's name is Pug. I named him and tried to make his appearance a little bit after a character in a Raymond E. Feist novel. My favorite author, by the way. He wrote a book called Magician, and Pug's from that book. Rift War Cycles, the actual whole entire series and involves him and some other characters. If you're a reader, go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty good series. Magician's the first book, like I said. Might as well talk a little bit about the book while we're going to Whiterun. Basically, Pug is a orphan that's being taken care of by some foster parents, and he has a best friend named Thomas, who is a cook's son, basically. And Pug basically runs into a magician named Colgan, who takes some pity upon him and takes him upon as an apprentice, and he's not very adept at doing magic, but there is some power that Colgan detects within him. So the book kind of goes on about describing how Pug struggles with his magical ability and learns to master it, or starts to learn to master it, and then his interactions with his foster parents, the people around the castle, things like that. And there's an event that happens in the book that makes a grander story unfold involving some invaders from another realm. So it's a pretty cool book. It's not probably, some people might not call it as good as like a J.R.R. Tolkien Lord of the Rings adventure, but I personally find it's my favorite book, and he's my favorite author. So, enough rambling about that. Obviously, I made Pug a mage because I'm trying to follow that. I'm kind of pretending that this is the Pug and he got transported to this world, but okay, I'm either doing something wrong here or I'm not following that sign correctly. I was afraid this was going to happen. Don't tell me I got to backtrack to find Whiterun. Oh, I forgot we have a quest marker. Maybe I should be using that instead of just shuffling around blindly. Okay, let me think. Let's turn everything off but that one, so that I don't get confused. Alright, so we're heading... I'm thinking that means go this way. We'll just cut across the countryside instead of following the road because, well, why follow the road if you don't have to? Don't tell me that's it over there. That must be. That'd be pretty easy to... Well, I don't know how I missed that. I was going to say it was going to be pretty easy to miss, but actually in my case it's actually... Oh, what we got here? Oh, an encounter. Well, didn't plan for this, but let's see if I can handle it.
Oh no, I'm gonna kill you.
What? I was trying to help you guys. What the hell? I thought you had an ogre or something that was attacking you. What the hell's going on?
This is what you want.
Okay, yeah, well that does me in.
Fight with us and you'll have...
I didn't want to fight with you in the first place. Sheesh. Should have just ran away, I suppose. I'm not trying to piss any NPCs off.
Be a blacksmith someday, Papa?
Alright, so that didn't go very well. I had somebody with me helping me fight too, and now he's not here. Oh, there he is. He's a bard, so I don't know how much of use he actually is. Okay, well. Let's try this again, I suppose. Turn that off. And let's go to Whiterun and maybe just avoid that encounter. I thought I was helping those guys out. Go figure. And there's probably a lot of people laughing at me too right now that may be veterans of this game. They're like, you should have known that. Well, sorry. Like I said, this is kind of a blind playthrough. I think that's probably the best way for some people to do this. It seems like a pretty good game so far, though. It's, I don't typically like open world RPGs. I like more of a linear story path, but you can follow one on here, so that's not a problem. But, you know, it does open up completely for you to do whatever you want, and a bunch of side quests, so... And, let me know if the audio level is terrible on this. I did a test recording to see how the mic levels and the audio from the game would work out. I might have to turn that down. If I do fix that, it'll be in the next episode. I'm not going to abandon what I'm doing here and restart entirely. Okay, well, do you think I can handle a wolf? I should be able to. What? It was running away. Nice. Or it's attacking my friend. Alright. Well, that's what happens when you mess with me. Except if you're those two guys I encountered before that kicked my ass.
Alright, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Nope. Wait. Okay, it's dialogue. Walk away right now. Do I look like I have money? Well, I'm gonna be aggressive on this.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not going to ask again.
I don't have
Don't
to.
you walk away from me.
Alright. This seat isn't that tough. I have no idea if that's just a random encounter or this is an important person or whatnot, but she's dead now. Alright, what did she have? I don't take kindly to thieves just walking up and demanding money. Now, if this were a real life scenario, I would probably have just handed the money over, but this is a video game. Okay, studded armor, hide boots, mage hood. I already got one. I got one that actually increases my stats. I don't think I need to pick that up. Well, I could probably... Well, it's only worth 1 gold, so I don't know if selling that's worth it. I don't know if I got enough to... Oh, my carry weight seems to be okay. Let's see. Let's pick that up. We're going to leave the iron dagger there. We're going to get that because we can sell that for a lot. Those can go for 10. They don't weigh too much. Okay. I don't want to pick up all this stuff, though. It might be overboard. I'm a little bit hurt, but I did get a spell for healing. Let me go ahead and... If I can get it. Alright. Is this the way the game's gonna be? Every time we try to go to Whiterun, we're gonna be stopped? Well, that just makes the episode go longer, doesn't it? Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I'll stay in third person to give me more of an advantage point. So this is about the time where I ran into those people last time. Maybe it's penalizing me for trying to take a shortcut. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I got interrupted with what I was going to say before as I was heading to Whiterun before those 2 people killed me. Where's my bard friend? Did he die or did I lose him? I hope he didn't die. It might have come in handy, I don't know. I don't know too much about it. But anyway, so... Yeah, I don't know if I was talking about... Well, let's get, let's just forget about that. Let's get some observations here. Obviously, the textures aren't the most impressive, but it doesn't look too bad. Talking about the building textures and the flora. The flora has been updated, though. It looks better than it did. For a special edition remaster, they did a pretty good job with the vanilla one, as well as you could expect without them putting a ton of extra work into it. But they certainly did not do all they could have, because that would have added a lot to the budget, obviously. So I'm glad for the modding community that improved it even more. But I didn't. There's a whole bunch of, as I understand it, like a high-resolution texture pack I could put on here to make it look even better, as far as the buildings and the mountains and all that stuff. But I don't really have a beast of a computer, so I'm not gonna try to overtax my system at all. I got an FX 8300 CPU and outdated, what was it, a GTX 1050. So that should be generally pretty good to play in 1080p at some lower settings. I'm getting some frame skips here, but it's not terrible or anything. Alright. I don't know if I should be standing in this guy's yard. I don't think he's going to care, but better not try to piss anybody off. Alright, this must be Whiterun. I'm hoping it is, because that's where it pointed me. Or at least I thought it did. But yeah, this looks like it looks like a pretty impressive game for its age with the remasters that are still. You can see that they still left some of the stuff here. Oh, there you are. Where have you been? Give me the silent treatment, are you? Alright, fine. Okay. So like I said, we're going to end this after I get over to whatever this guy's name is. I've already forgotten. We'll pull it up just so I don't look even dumber. Okay, Jarl. Like Carl, but with a J. And I'm assuming this Jarl's going to give me a quest.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only.
Okay. Riverwood calls for Jarl's aid. I have news from Helgen about the dragon attack. Will this change your mind? No, I'm not going to bribe him. I have, like, business here. Yeah, we're just going to say Helgen because I talked to Helgen.
Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Why? Because I look like a mage? You don't like people with magic or something? You racist? Actually, that's not race, but you get the gist. Okay. That'd be classist. Pug does not approve of classism. Okay. I would like to get him in some black robes like in the book. Maybe I can find some later in the game. He doesn't really wear a hood, though, so I might take that off if I can get the black robes. Okay. What, we're not in Whiterun yet? This is just the gate? Okay. Yeah, I tried that alchemy lab thing. I couldn't figure it out. I guess you need some ingredients. Like to know what you need to put in there, and the innkeeper told me, or the barkeep, not the innkeeper, told me in the last town how to make something, but I forgot what he said. I should have written it down. He gave me the ingredients too, and I started mixing stuff together and just kept failing on me. So
we'll pay whatever it takes.
I think
we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
Excuse me, I'm talking.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never pick steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
Sorry, wasn't listening. No, I was,
They
but
say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready.
do you
Damn those Greymanes.
do you just
to
walk
oblivion.
up to strangers
They wanna
and
back
talk
the
to them or something
Stormcloaks,
as a guard,
they'll
or
get what's
what?
coming to them.
These people are pretty friendly, considering. Except for that gate guard I talked to get in here. That's just... Do you normally do that in real life, though? Do you just walk up to a stranger and just talk to him like that? Oh, the dragons are gonna kill us.
It might suit you.
I'd be like, who are you? And why are you talking to me? I mean, whatever. Alright, so... The marker's telling me... I thought the marker was telling me to go here. Maybe that... I guess so. There's just something overlapping it. But I can't exactly go that way, can I? Because I don't think I can jump up there, can I? But the jump would work properly. There we go. Go for a swim, but now I probably can't get out of here, can I? No, I don't want to go underwater. Well, there's some stairs. That'll help. Yeah. Well, excuse me. There we go. Yeah, just going for a swim. Don't mind me. Okay, there we go. Go up here. Go up here. Okay, let's get to this marker so I can put this episode out of its misery. Well, hopefully someone's enjoying this. Okay. Alright. So, well, oh, there we go. I was gonna say, you're gonna open up or what? This might not even be the right building to go in. Okay, there's a marker. Maybe this is right.
What do you have to do then? Nothing?
Hey,
My lord,
what?
please.
What's going
What's
on?
the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgruch is not receiving visitors.
Well, excuse me.
Who's this then?
All right. Let's see. I have news from Helgren, not for Helgren, about the dragon attack. Girder sent me. Riverwood is in danger. Well, Girder actually sent me. I thought it was Helgen I talked to, but I guess it was Girder. I remember that now. We'll tell him that.
As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself.
A dragon has destroyed Helgen. Oh, okay, that's a town. Okay. See, this shows what I don't know about this game. I wasn't paying attention during the beginning. To the names and stuff. I was told to give the message directly to the Jarl. The Jarl is a title. I thought that was a name of a person. Okay. There we go. Strike number 2. If I do it one more time, we're out. Don't tell me a dragon isn't what I think it is. Is that a title too? Alright, let's see. What's the best option here? Well, I would be direct and I'd say a dragon has destroyed Helgen, but, well, this might piss her off if I tell her that I got the message directly to him, but that's what I was told to do. And we'll just do that.
Whatever you have to say to the Jarl, you can say to me.
Oh, it's
I'm
Jarl.
starting to think...
We're gonna pronounce J's with Y now, aren't we? Why don't you just spell it with a Y? I know, it's kind of like in Spanish where it's the J's are H's. I get it, but this isn't Spain. This is a fictional universe. We could say Jarl. Oh well, it's the way they pronounce it, so we'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll just stand here and just look at him. Excuse me? Did you say you had to talk to me or what? Why are you just staring at me like that? Talk to me, man. And then you get really
What's this
close.
about Riverwood being in danger?
Wait. Okay, that's still his title. I was gonna say, first name, last name, but you just said it was a title. Or implied it was. But his name would be what? Bargroof? Yeah. His parents didn't like him to give him that name. That's a terrible one. Dragon destroyed Helgen. Gerger is afraid Riverwood is next.
Girder owns the lumber mill, if I'm not mistaken. Pillar of the community, not prone to flights of fancy. And you're sure Helgen was destroyed by a dragon? This wasn't some Stormcloak raid gone wrong?
Yes, I had a great view while the Imperials were trying to cut off my head. Well, I probably shouldn't say that, because that says we were a prisoner, which is in the beginning of the game, which I didn't show you. And that would not be a good idea. I was there. I saw the dragon burn Helgen to the ground.
By Ysmir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If that dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Ah, so it's a magical type quest, I see. Alright, well, I would follow him to the next part here, but as I said, we're going to call it quits at right now. Excuse me for jumping. I was trying to go back into third person, but I forgot which button it was there for a second. You'd think I'd know I've been playing for like 3 hours total, which is not a ton, but still. Anyway, this is the Chrono Cross 1 after a much long delayed video. And I might go back to the Legend of Zelda thing eventually, but I lost all the previous videos that I had recorded, and I kind of gave up on that. That's why I didn't do it, but I could restart it at some point. But for now, we're going to do Skyrim, which, while an old game, is new to me, and hopefully some people around here will find it too and enjoy it while I'm playing it. Anyway, Chrono Cross 1, see you next time.